Hello YouTube, Desirous Prime here, back for another Transformers Age of Extinction toy review. Now, I've just actually, in the Bumblebee one, I mentioned that I would probably have a go at doing a fast show Channel 9 news style review, and I've just had a go. Didn't go so well. No. I think I need to come up with more stuff. I probably need to watch the fast show again just to get it going. I do want to do it because I think it'll be ideal. Not ideal, but I think that this guy would be the most fitting one to do it with. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that again. I will do it, but for now, here is the proper review, or as proper as I get, review of Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Crosshairs. I've heard this guy's going to be repainted into Hotshot, but it looks like tracks. Why? Why not just call it tracks? Is it because there are trackses in the film and they don't want to cause confusion? I don't know, maybe. But I'm going to get the Hotshot with blue in TF Prime. The toy was anyway. And apparently it's got the flame decal on the bonnet as well. So, I don't know. They've essentially made a Age of Extinction tracks, but they're calling it Hotshot. But yeah, that's that. I probably won't get it because I want to call it tracks. And I won't be able to accept it as Hotshot. But that's not about that one. It's about this one, the first one. This was my first Age of Extinction figure that I picked up. I didn't buy it because it was there. I've got it off online actually, on the Toys R Us website. I didn't get it because it was the only one on there, because Bumblebee was on there as well. I bought Bumblebee in store. This one I got because I wanted it. And I'll be honest, it was the whole trench coat thing that you're supposed to have going on. I like my trench coats. I've got a leather trench coat, long black ankle length. I've got a knee length one as well. So, you know, I like my trench coats and long coats and capes and cloaks and shit like that. So yeah, this was why I got it. It's a good toy. I like it. Not just trench coat thing aside, because that doesn't really apply. I can see what they're going for, but I don't know. Kibble excuse, maybe. Probably something like Hasbro. Oh, you've got Crosshairs design, and it's got a lot of kibble, there's a bit of shit down there on the back. Kinda looks like a trench coat. And then, you know, they're designing their robots for the film. Like, oh, yeah, put my trench coat, just, you know, so Hasbro don't seem like total. Well, I'm speculating. I doubt it's anything to do with that. I'm just in a bit of a sarcastic mood. It's late, it's 1:15 AM here. And I need to get to sleep soon, so I'm doing one before bed. Crosshairs. Wheels go well. Go round and round. He goes brum brum fine. You know the usual. If it doesn't go brum brum, I will tell you. It's got some nice detailing on that side that isn't on that side, except for the black piece there, but that is part of the trench coat. The paint is a bit, you know, in there. I mean, credit to them for, you know, filling it out and painting through it, but it does look a bit. I'd have rather they'd have left that bit unpainted myself. It just doesn't look right. The grating bit there, it's a little small black line going across. I'd have rather they'd left that painted around it, but you know, it's just a case of probably. Underneath he has his gun, one of his guns. It can be stored at an angle in his vehicle mode, right there, because it's got a little peg on the top. Put that to the side for now. underneath, it's like an RPM basically. Remember those little Transformers RPMs that started in Rebengi? And you know, the car, and you just stand it up and it was a robot. It's an RPM underneath. But a lot of them are. Bumblebee is and has been for a long time. I can give it a pass because, you know, when it's a car. Now, unless you're going to do it playing with them and you want to do a slow-mo car, rolling scene, it's bosh like that, then, you know, you're not really going to tell. I mean, from that, you can't tell it's a Transformer, except for the Autobot insignia on both sides. Yeah. Apart from that, it's, you know, got translucent windows. You can see my hair through there. And, yeah, because of what I do like about it, it's quite a nice touch actually, and again, it relates to the trench coat. You see inside? Yeah, you can barely see inside. There's the trench coat pieces there, but because of the designing on there, on the actual trench coat pieces, they can kinda almost pass for seats. So, yeah. Excuse me. Some cars you get, and you can see all the fucking kibble inside and everything. Avoision mode Optimus, you can see it in his truck mode. A lot of window kibble, as Wilf calls it. I'm going to call it window kibble from now on. It makes sense. Yeah, so, but with Crosshairs, you kind of get away with it, which is weird. That's probably the most detail I've ever gone into on a car mode, or an alternate mode, on one of my reviews. I'm not fucking snap like Thew, or anything like that. I mean, I love Thew's reviews, Hugh Adams, and his reviews, but, you know, I just can't do it like that. I'm a talker, I'm vocal, I'm verbal, I don't like editing shit out unless I really have to. So, I mean, my 10 shots, 10 bots review that is still going on, and I've uploaded 2 parts of it. It's still going on, it still exists. I thought I'd lost it. That's nearly 2 hours long. Because, you know, I talk a lot when I'm sober. Imagine what I'm like after 10 Jacks. Jack Daniels. Not 10 Jacks. So yeah, I think enough talk about the car. Pretty decent. And size-wise, it doesn't look too bad. It's not too small. Oh, one more thing. Yeah. If you watched my G1 Ultra Magnus review when I was drunk, and I mentioned that I couldn't transform this guy, yeah, turns out it wasn't my fault. I didn't buy this brand new. I bought it second hand. The arms were on the wrong way round. This arm was on that side and stuff. That's why they kept popping off. But if you go to it now, just bash them in. Wash that in like that. Arm didn't fall off. Other side. Arm didn't fall off. And there you have it. Cyberverse Bumblebee transformed. It wasn't my fault. It came that way. Back to Crosshairs. Let's transform him, shall we? Okay, right, I usually start off things like, you need to lift it up and across. And then just leave that there. And then push these 2 bits in. Well, you don't really have to do that yet. I would suggest first. I mentioned in the Bumblebee review that this has some kind of connection issue. You pull it out, but it can be a bitch to get in. It's not on. It's on one of the sides, or maybe I've worn it in. You know, when it was fresh out the box, yeah, they're snapping fine now. It might have just been a case of when it was fresh out the box, it didn't quite connect, but you know, I kind of broke it in maybe. Anyway, at first that didn't tab in right. You have to really get underneath, and even my fingers can't really get under there that well. But yeah, it seems to go in pretty much okay now. You take them out, the arms, like that. Just pull them out like so, and then you need to grab these panels and pull them out. Just, yeah, probably best to grab it there and just pull it out for now. You see what I mean? He's almost transformed. Right, straighten out his arm. Just pull down and across. And then, because if you notice on the inside, to transform him to his vehicle mode, it's kind of got double jointed elbows to make those panels there line up. So you basically just need to straighten out his elbows like so, and his arm's good to go. And then pull the wheels back out the way. These things here don't go down that far. You need to straighten his arms out. You can have them out or inwards, it depends on your preference. I'll just leave them out for now. Feet. Oh, and one of his secret guns fell out. Twat. Yeah, they're a bit of a pain to get back in as well. Yeah, hidden under his trench coat flaps are his secret guns. Got 2 more pistols in there. Go ahead and take them out now. They will fit in, but they take a bit of finagling. Bonnet bit. Pull it out. And feet just pull out like so. Heel spurs are on the underside. That is actually on the heels. Those two aren't in the same spot on each foot. It's because that is used as the way, it's how they connect together, they fit together in the vehicle mode. Just pull out the heel spurs. If you look closely, maybe we can get that. He's trying to trend something. It looks like a Twitter hashtag thing. Just flip his feet around and then put that bit down. Pull out these soft plastic bits like that. And then they've got little tabs there, and he's got 2 ports in his tits. I don't know if I can show you it because it's quite a dark mould, this. They're around there, yeah. See, right above the silver. And you just plug them in. These can be quite awkward to get in. It depends on really on how you want the coat to look. That one, they don't always sit in flush. Yeah. Straighten everything out. Get his shit in gear. Now you pretty much got Deluxe class Crosshairs. He's not bad. Can put his gun in his hand. And there's no, as far as I know, there's no combination for his pistols, so you just put one in each hand. The handles of the pistols aren't very long, so they can tend to pop out. His right hand is a little bit looser, or Yeah, because it can't be the pistol because both are loose in his right hand. But it's got that bit so you can do the whole if you so desire, fucking AoE, sminky pinky bang bang on parachutes, bosh 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 bosh, but it doesn't go so well. And the trench coat doesn't really look like a trench coat. I really don't know what to call it. I think as far as Transformers having apparel goes, it's, you know, not too bad. It just doesn't look like a trench coat. I'm not disappointed in the toy because he's got a good vehicle mode, and his robot mode, it's not too shabby. You can still pose it well, despite the big fucking flaps that stick out of his tits and go all the way down to his ankles. But you know, and the transformation was just too simple as well. There's no head reveal for a start. Most have a head reveal. He looks more on the underside like an RPM than any other, even Bumblebee. I get that Hasbro are trying to go for the simpler transformation routes to, you know, make it more kid friendly and that, and you know, I respect that. So the transformation isn't that hard. It's just, I guess it's just right for the target audience. Okay, I'm 30 years old. Maybe I'm expecting too much from it, but you know, I'd like the head reveal at least. Have his head hidden away somewhere in his vehicle mode, instead of just having it there for all to see. Points of articulation. His arms can go 360, although you risk knocking his tit flaps out, so I wouldn't recommend it too much. Like I said, double jointed elbows. There is some degree of wrist swivel, but not much because it's hindered by the panel there. Legs go forward and bend at the knees. There's no ankle swivel. You can lift his foot up a bit, but that's mainly for transformation, but it, you know, can be beneficial. They also go out at the hips as well, but you know, I'm actually looking at it now. I'm surprised how much give there is in the whole trench coat thing. You know, they've just been, I don't know, they've been a little bit more to it. The trench coat bit, I don't know. Maybe it was probably going to be too hard to engineer. His head hindered by the collar and shirt, so it can't really go down. It's a shame it's on a ball joint, and you know, has some degree of light piping, but you know, it's not awesome. I should really, you know, stop doing these videos when I'm tired. I did my AA pre-AA video log, and I was tired then. Maybe I should just do these on a good night's sleep. Come on, you bitch. One of the trench coat bits has popped out. Probably because his leg's pushing it away. But I don't mind this figure. It's got good articulation considering the restrictions imposed by this. He looks good, and you know, it's one of those rare ones where, you know, the kibble is sort of justified because it's explained. It's not like, oh, well, so-and-so's got a massive backpack, why isn't like Optimus Prime, the leader class, got a massive backpack, why isn't he in the film? Why hasn't got a big backpack in the film? You know, how are Hasbro going to explain that one? But at least with this guy, oh, what's with all that shit around his back inside? That's his trench coat. Yeah, they've got an excuse. That's the best way to put it. Oh man, well, I don't even know if we could blame Hasbro for that, because, you know, it could have been the design, they came up with the design, the filmmakers came up with the design first, and then Hasbro had to follow suit and engineer something that could resemble that. I don't know which came first, it's like the chicken or the egg, or the, you know, the Hasbro Michael Bay thing, you get an answer. Yeah, that about does it for my review of AoE Crosshairs with his 3 guns. He's not bad, but he's not something to shout and scream about. He's not amazing. He's not shit. He's okay. He's fine. And considering this was the first AoE toy that I got, it scratched the itch pretty well. I do like it for that. And the fact that, well, like everything else I've said, this has been Desirous Prime. Next up, I think I will do a Dinobot. Slug or Scorn, haven't decided yet. But until then, you shall see me next time.